के मालिक गुजारिश है तुझसे मेरे दिल में कुरान बसा मेरे मौला।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला रसूलिल्लाह। क़ुल इन्नी नुहीतु अन अअबुदल्लज़ीन तदऊन मिन दूनिल्लाह क़ुल ला अत्तबिउ अहवाअकुम क़द ज़लल्तु इज़न वमा अना मिनल मुहतदीन। Say you, O beloved, I have forbidden that I worship those whom you worship besides Allah. Say you, I do not follow your desires. If, hypothetically, it is so, I would therefore go astray and not remain on the right path. قُلْ إِنِّي عَلَى بَيِّنَةٍ مِّن رَبِّي وَكَذَّبْتُم بِهِ مَا عِندِي مَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ بِهِ إِنِ الْحُكْمُ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ يَقُصُّ الْحَقَّ وَهُوَ خَيْرُ الْفَاصِلِينَ. Say you, O beloved, I am upon clear proof from my Lord, and you belie him. I do not have that punishment for which you are hastening. There is no command except that of Allah. He states the truth and He is the best of judges. قُلْ لَوْ أَنَّ عِنْدِي مَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ بِهِ لَقُضِيَ الْأَمْرُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِالظَّالِمِينَ. Say, O beloved, if I had that for which you are hastening, the matter between me and you would have therefore already been concluded by punishing you. And Allah is well aware of the unjust. وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو ويعلم ما في البر والبحر وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. And only He possesses the keys of the unseen, only He knows them on His own accord. And He knows whatever is in the dryness and the wetness, meaning the land and the sea. And He knows regarding any leaf that falls. And there is not a grain in the darknesses of the earth, nor anything wet, meaning fresh produce, or dry, which is not recorded in the luminous book. وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى ثم إليه مرجعكم ثم ينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. And it is He who removes your souls at night whilst you are asleep and knows whatever you earn by day. He then raises you again during the day to complete the fixed term, that is your lifespan. Then only to Him is your return. He will then inform you of what you used to do. وَهُوَ الْقَاهِرُ فَوْقَ عِبَادِهِ وَيُرْسِلُ عَلَيْكُمْ حَفَظًا حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتُ تَوَفَّتْهُ رُسُلُنَا وَهُمْ لَا يُفَرِّطُونَ. And only He is dominant over His bondsmen and sends guardians over you, to the extent that when death comes to one of you, our angels remove his soul, and they do not make mistakes. ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين. They are then returned back towards their true Lord, Allah. Do you listen? Command is only His, and He is the swiftest at taking account from everyone. قُلْ مَنْ يُنَجِّيكُم مِّن ظُلُمَاتِ الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ تَدْعُونَهُ تَضَرُّعًا وَخُفْيَةً لَإِنْ أَنْجَانَا مِنْ هَذِهِ لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الشَّاكِرِينَ. Say, O beloved, who rescues you from the calamities of the forest and the sea, whom you call upon beseeching humbly and secretly that, if He saves you from this tragedy, we will definitely be grateful. قُلِ اللَّهُ يُنَجِّيكُم مِّنْهَا وَمِن كُلِّ كَرْبٍ ثُمَّ أَنْتُمْ تُشْرِكُونَ. Say, O beloved, Allah rescues you from these calamities and from all anxieties. Even then, you ascribe partners with Him. قُلْ هُوَ الْقَادِرُ عَلَىٰ أَنْ يَبْعَثَ عَلَيْكُمْ عَذَابًا مِّن فَوْقِكُمْ أَوْ مِن تَحْتِ أَرْجُلِكُمْ أَوْ يَلْبِسَكُمْ شِيَعًا وَيُذِيقَ بَعْضَكُمْ بَأْسَ بَعْضٍ انظُرْ كَيْفَ نُصَرِّفُ الْآيَاتِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَفْقَهُونَ. Say, O beloved, that He has power to send punishment upon you from above or from beneath your feet, or to cause you to fight each other by dividing you into various groups, and make you taste the harshness of each other. Observe how we explain the verses in various ways, that they may understand. وَكَذَّبَ بِهِ قَوْمُكَ وَهُوَ الْحَقُّ قُلْ لَسْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ بِوَكِيلٍ. And your nation, O beloved, belied it, meaning the Quran, and only this is the truth. Say, I am not a guardian over you at all. لِكُلِّ نَبَإٍ مُسْتَقَرٌّ وَسَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ. For every prophecy mentioned in the Quran, there is a fixed time, and soon you will come to know. وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَ الَّذِينَ يَخُوضُونَ فِي آيَاتِنَا فَأَعْرِضْ عَنْهُمْ حَتَّى يَخُوضُوا فِي حَدِيثٍ غَيْرِهِ وَإِمَّا يُنْسِيَنَّكَ الشَّيْطَانُ فَلَا تَقْعُدْ بَعْدَ الذِّكْرَى مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. And, O listener, when you see those who rudely argue concerning our verses, then turn away from them until they engage in another discussion. And whenever the devil causes you to forget, and thereby you sit with them forgetfully, do not therefore sit with the unjust upon remembering. وَمَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ مِنْ حِسَابِهِمْ مِنْ شَيْءٍ وَلَكِنْ ذِكْرَى لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ. And the pious are not accountable for them, meaning the misled, but to give them advice so that they may refrain. وَذَرِ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا دِينَهُمْ لَعِبًا وَلَهْوًا وَغَرَّتْهُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَذَكِّرْ بِهِ أَن تُبْصَرَ نَفْسٌ بِمَا كَسَبَتْ لَيْسَ لَهَا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ وَلِيٌّ وَلَا شَفِيعٌ وَإِن تَعْدِلْ كُلَّ عَدْلٍ لَا يُؤْخَذْ مِنْهَا أُولَئِكَ الَّذِينَ أُبْسِلُوا بِمَا كَسَبُوا لهم شراب من حميم وعذاب أليم بما كانوا يكفرون. And leave those alone who have made their religion a mockery and an amusement, and the worldly life has deceived them, and admonish them with the Quran, that a soul may be seized on account of its sinful doings. It will not have a supporter nor an intercessor other than Allah, and if it offers anything in recompense for the wrong deeds, then it will not be accepted from it. These are the ones who have been seized for their wrong deeds, and for them is boiling water to drink and a painful punishment, the recompense of their disbelief. قُلْ أَنَدْعُو مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مَا لَا يَنْفَعُنَا وَلَا يَضُرُّنَا وَنُرَدُّ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَانَا اللَّهُ كَالَّذِي اسْتَهْوَتْهُ الشَّيَاطِينُ فِي الْأَرْضِ حَيْرَانٌ له أصحاب يدعونه إلى الهدى ائتنا قل إن هدى الله هو الهدى وأمرنا لنسلم لرب العالمين. Say, O beloved, should we worship other than Allah who neither benefits us nor harms us, and we are returned back on our heels after Allah has guided us? Or shall we turn back like the one whom the devils have led astray in the earth, baffled? His companions are calling him towards guidance, saying that, come here. Say that only the guidance of Allah, that is Islam, is true guidance, and we are commanded to submit to the Lord of all the worlds. وَأَنْ أَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّقُوهُ وَهُوَ الَّذِي إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. And this, that you keep salah established and fear him, and it is to him you are to arise. وهو الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق ويوم يقول كن فيكون قوله الحق وله الملك يوم ينفخ في الصور عالم الغيب والشهادة وهو الحكيم الخبير. And it is he who created the heavens and the earth perfectly, and on the day of resurrection, when he will say to everything which has already been destroyed, be, it will come into being immediately. His word is only the truth, and only his is the kingship on that day when the trumpet will be blown. Knower of all the invisible and the visible, and only he is the wise, the aware. وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِيهِ آزَرَ أَتَتَّخِذُ أَصْنَامًا آلِهَةً إِنِّي أَرَاكَ وَقَوْمَكَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. And remember when Ibrahim said to his father, meaning the paternal uncle, Azar, do you take idols as gods? Indeed, I find you and your people in open error. وَكَذَلِكَ نُرِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ مَلَكُوتَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَلِيَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُوقِنِينَ. And we show Ibrahim the entire kingdom of the heavens and the earth in a like manner, and so that he becomes of those who believe with certainty of sight. فَلَمَّا جَنَّ عَلَيْهِ اللَّيْلُ رَأَى كَوْكَبًا قال هذا ربي فلما أفل قال لا أحب الآفلين. When the darkness of night then came upon him, he saw a star. He said to the people, do you regard this as my Lord? Then when it set, he said, I do not like those who set. فلما رأى القمر بازغا قال هذا ربي فلما أفل قال لئن لم يهدني ربي لأكونن من القوم الضالين. When he then saw the moon shining, he said, do you state this is my Lord? Then when it set, he said, if my Lord had not guided me, I too would have been amongst these people who are astray. فلما رأى الشمس بازغة قال هذا ربي هذا أكبر فلما أفلت قال يا قوم إني بريء مما تشركون. When he then saw the sun shining brightly, he said, do you say this is my Lord? This is the biggest of them all. Then when it set, he said, O people, I am disgusted with all of those things which you ascribe as partners to Allah. إني وجهت وجهي للذي فطر السماوات والأرض حنيفا وما أنا من المشركين. I directed my face towards the one who has created the heavens and the earth, devoted solely to him, and I am not of the polytheists. وحاجه قومه قال أتحاجوني في الله وقد هدان ولا أخاف ما تشركون به إلا أن يشاء ربي شيئا وسع ربي كل شيء علما أفلا تتذكرون. And his people started to dispute with him. He said, do you dispute with me concerning Allah? He has already shown me the right path. And I do not fear them who you ascribe as partners. Yes, whatever only my Lord wills happens. My Lord's knowledge encompasses everything. So, do you not accept advice? وَكَيْفَ أَخَافُ مَا أَشْرَكْتُمْ وَلَا تَخَافُونَ أَنَّكُمْ أَشْرَكْتُمْ بِاللَّهِ مَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ عَلَيْكُمْ سُلْطَانًا فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ إِن كُنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And why should I fear whatever you ascribe as partners? And you do not fear to ascribe partners with Allah, for which He has not sent down upon you any authority. So, which of the two groups, Muslims or polytheists, has more right to safety, if you know? الذين آمنوا ولم يلبسوا إيمانهم بظلم أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون. And those who believed and did not mix injustice, polytheism with their faith, safety is only for them, and only they are upon guidance. وَتِلْكَ حُجَّتُنَا آتَيْنَاهَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ عَلَى قَوْمِهِ نَرْفَعُ دَرَجَاتٍ مَّن نَّشَاءُ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ حَكِيمٌ عَلِيمٌ. And this is our strong argument which we gave to Ibrahim against his people. We raise in ranks whomsoever we will. Indeed, your Lord is all-wise, all-knowing. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ إِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ كُلًّا هَدَيْنَا وَنُوحًا هَدَيْنَا مِن قَبْلُ وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِهِ دَاوُودَ وَسُلَيْمَانَ وَأَيُّوبَ وَيُوسُفَ وَمُوسَى وَهَارُونَ وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And we bestowed to him, that is to Ibrahim, Ishaq and Yaqub. We guided all of them, and we guided Nuh before them. And from his Ibrahim's descendants, Dawood and Sulaiman, and Ayub, and Yusuf, and Musa, and Harun. And this is the way we reward the virtuous. وَزَكَرِيَّا وَيَحْيَا وَعِيسَى وَإِلْيَاسَ كُلٌّ مِّنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. And we guided Zakaria and Yahya, and Isa and Ilyas. They are all worthy of our proximity. وإسماعيل واليسع ويونس ولوطا وكلا فضلنا على العالمين. And we guided Ismail and Yasa and Yunus and Lut, and to each one during his time. ومن آبائهم وذرياتهم وإخوانهم واجتبيناهم وهديناهم إلى صراط مستقيم. And we guided some of their ancestors and their children and their brothers, and we chose them and enabled them to walk the straight path. ذلك هدى الله يهدي به من يشاء من عباده ولو أشركوا لحبط عنهم ما كانوا يعملون. This is the guidance of Allah, that He may give to whomsoever He wills amongst His bondsmen. And hypothetically, had they ascribed partners to Allah, then their deeds would have definitely been destroyed. أولئك الذين آتيناهم الكتاب والحكم والنبوة فإن يكفر بها هؤلاء فقد وكلنا بها قوما ليسوا بها بكافرين. These are the ones whom we gave the book and wisdom and prophethood. So, if these people do not believe in it, we have henceforth appointed for it such a nation who do not deny. أولئك الذين هدى الله فبهداه مقتده قل لا أسألكم عليه أجرا إن هو إلا ذكرى للعالمين. These aforementioned prophets are the ones whom Allah enabled for guidance. Therefore, follow their path. Say, O beloved, I do not ask from you any payment for teaching the Quran. It is not but guidance to all the worlds. وما قدر الله حق قدره إذ قالوا ما أنزل الله على بشر من شيء قل من أنزل الكتاب الذي جاء به موسى نورا وهدى للناس تجعلونه قراطيس تبدونها وتخفون كثيرا وعلمتم ما لم تعلموا أنتم ولا آباؤكم قل الله ثم ذرهم في خوضهم يلعبون. And the Jews did not realize the worth of Allah as it was required when they said, Allah has not sent down anything upon any human being. Say, O beloved, who sent down that book which Musa brought? A light and guidance for the people, of which you have separated into different papers. Some you show and much you hide. And you are taught through the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad that what you did not know, nor did your forefathers. Say, Allah has sent it down. Leave them then to amuse themselves in their ridiculousness. وَهَذَا كِتَابٌ أَنزَلْنَاهُ مُبَارَكٌ مُصَدِّقُ الَّذِي بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ وَلِتُنذِرَ أُمَّ الْقُرَى وَمَنْ حَوْلَهَا وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْآخِرَةِ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ وَهُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. And this, meaning the Quran, is a blessed book that we have sent down, validating the books preceding it, and in order that you may warn the mother of all cities, meaning Mecca, and all those around it in the entire world, and those who believe in the hereafter. They believe in this book and they protect their salah. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنِ افْتَرَى عَلَى اللَّهِ كَذِبًا أَوْ قَالَ أُوحِيَ إِلَيَّ وَلَمْ يُوحَى إِلَيْهِ شَيْءٌ وَمَنْ قَالَ سَأُنْزِلُ مِثْلَ مَا أَنْزَلَ اللَّهُ ولو ترى إذ الظالمون في غمرات الموت والملائكة باسطوا أيديهم أخرجوا أنفسكم اليوم تجزون عذاب الهون بما كنتم تقولون على الله غير الحق وكنتم عن آياته تستكبرون. And who is more unjust than the one who fabricates lie against Allah, or says, I have received revelation, and yet nothing was revealed to him, and the one who says, I will now reveal something similar to what Allah has sent down. And if you see when the unjust are in the agonies of death, and the angels of punishment are with their hands stretched out, saying that, surrender your souls, this day you shall be given a disgraceful punishment, the recompense of you fabricating lie against Allah, and you acting arrogantly against His verses. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادَى كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ وَتَرَكْتُمْ مَا خَوَّلْنَاكُمْ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِكُمْ وَمَا نَرَى مَعَكُمْ شُفَعَاءَكُمُ الَّذِينَ زَعَمْتُمْ أَنَّهُمْ فِيكُمْ شُرَكَاءُ لَقَدْ تَقَطَّعَ بَيْنَكُمْ وَضَلَّ عَنْكُمْ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَزْعُمُونَ. And you, the disbelievers, have now indeed come to us alone, just as we had created you at first. And you have left behind your backs whatever wealth and riches which we had bestowed upon you. And today we do not see your intercessors with you, whom you used to assume to be our partners against you. Indeed, the tie between you and your deities is severed, and lost from you is what you used to claim. إن الله فالق الحب والنوى يخرج الحي من الميت ومخرج الميت من الحي ذلكم الله فأنا تؤفكون. Indeed, it is Allah who splits the grain and the seed. He brings forth the living from the dead and brings forth the dead from the living. This is Allah. So then, where are you going back to? فالق الإصباح وجعل الليل سكنا والشمس والقمر حسبانا ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. He brings forth the dawn after splitting the darkness, and He made the night a means of resting, and the sun and the moon as a count, that is, a means of calculating time. This is the measurement set by the Almighty, the All-Knowing. وهو الذي جعل لكم النجوم لتهتدوا بها في ظلمات البر والبحر قد فصلنا الآيات لقوم يعلمون. And it is He who has created the stars for you, so that you may find direction through them in the darkness of land and sea. We have explained our signs in detail to the people of knowledge. وهو الذي أنشأكم من نفس واحدة فمستقر ومستودع قد فصلنا الآيات لقوم يفقهون. And it is He who has created you from a single soul. You then have to stay in one place, that is the world, and stay entrusted in another place, that is the grave. Indeed, we have explained our verses in detail to the people of understanding.
के मालिक गुजारिश है तुझसे मेरे दिल में कुरान बसा मेरे मौला।